You ever see an MSC cruise deal and think, wait, 7 nights, ocean view, Wi-Fi, and cocktails for less than a weekend city trip? You're not crazy. You're just looking at one of the biggest mysteries on the ocean. The ships are sleek, the destinations are dreamy, and somehow it costs less than your monthly coffee habit. So what's the trick? Is the crew moonlighting as blackjack dealers? Do the elevators require coins? Not quite. MSC isn't generous. They're strategic, and what they've built is a cruise empire powered by tactics most travelers never even notice. In this video, we're diving into 15 hidden reasons why MSC Cruises are shockingly cheap. And trust me, the final one rewrites everything you thought you knew about budget cruising. 1. Ownership. Ever wonder why MSC Cruises can offer a week-long trip for less than your monthly Wi-Fi bill? It all starts at the top. MSC isn't just a cruise line. It's a branch of the Mediterranean Shipping Company, one of the largest cargo shipping empires in the world. While other cruise lines lease ports, contract fuel suppliers, and outsource logistics, MSC owns everything. Ports, ships, fuel pipelines, even the terminals. It's a floating Costco, vertically integrated from top to bottom. No middlemen, no inflated costs, just tight control over every supply chain inch. And since MSC is privately owned, it doesn't have to please Wall Street or chase quarterly profits. That means fewer markups, less pressure, and fares that feel like someone screwed up the pricing. You're not just boarding a cruise, you're tapping into one of the most efficient shipping machines on the planet. And this machine, it knows how to cut costs. 2. European. You won't find Elvis impersonators or glow-in-the-dark water slides on MSC. And that's not a bug, it's a budget feature. MSC's core market is European. And European travelers, they cruise differently. They're not chasing Broadway-style spectacles or bottomless mimosa brunches. They want value, not Vegas. So MSC doesn't waste millions on Cirque du Soleil knockoffs or giant ice skating arenas. Instead, they keep things culturally simple. Operas over acrobats, pasta over prime rib, espresso over energy drinks. Plus, MSC focuses on short-distance Mediterranean itineraries, saving tons on fuel. Shorter hops equals smaller costs, equals cheaper cruises. They're not trying to wow you with glitz. They're playing to their home field advantage. And while other cruise lines upsell American-style entertainment, MSC quietly slides you a sea view for half the price. 3. Labor. Ever notice your drink takes a bit longer on MSC? There's a reason. MSC hires most of its crew from countries with significantly lower wage expectations. That's standard in the cruise industry. But MSC takes it further. Crew often juggle multiple jobs. Your bartender might be folding towels an hour later. The result? Smaller payroll, leaner teams, big savings. That's how your $489 cruise still comes with white tablecloth service, even if there's a little less staff around to deliver it. It's not that the crew isn't great, they are. They just work more, with less. And MSC doesn't throw in perks like some luxury lines do. So next time you're waiting a minute longer for your mojito, just remember, that's the sound of savings in action. And MSC's counting on you not to mind. 4. Extras. You saw that insanely low price. You booked. You boarded. Now, why are you paying for water? Because MSC plays a brilliant shell game. Unbundle everything. Wi-Fi? Extra. Soft drinks? Extra. Gym classes? Yep. Even gratuities? Not included unless you add them manually. Their base fare is built to win the pricing war on search engines. But once you're on board, it's upsell city. MSC bets most travelers won't calculate the true total cost until it's too late. But the disciplined cruiser, they love it. You only pay for what you actually use. It's a buffet of fees, a la carte style. Don't want to play the upsell game? But don't be surprised when your $399 cruise becomes $699 after Wi-Fi, drinks, and service fees. It's not a scam. It's marketing done with a calculator and a poker face. 5. Ships. Big ships don't just impress. They save money. MSC isn't building modest boats. They're building floating cities. 4,000 plus passengers, massive dining halls, packed shopping arcades, and layered entertainment zones. Why? Because when you cram more people into a single ship, your cost per guest drops like an anchor. It's cruise math. Same crew, more passengers, more drink sales, more spa bookings, higher profit margins. Plus, operating one megaship costs less than 2 mid-size ones. More onboard spending means MSC can keep fares low without going broke. They don't need to charge you more. They just need to fill every bed. So while others scale back, MSC keeps going bigger, because scale doesn't just impress the eye, it protects the price. 6. Marketing. Why haven't you seen an MSC ad during the Super Bowl? Because they don't play that game. While Royal Caribbean throws millions at influencers and flashy campaigns, MSC stays eerily quiet. No TV blitz, no A-list celebrity sponsors. Just targeted ads, aggressive travel agent deals, and online listings that make their fares look unbeatable. It's marketing minimalism by design. They rely on third-party sellers and word of mouth to fill cabins, spending a fraction of what others do. And it works. Travel agents push MSC hard because the commissions are juicy and the ships are easy to sell. That means no billboard budgets, no champagne brand launches, just low fares and quiet conversions. You won't remember seeing an MSC commercial, but somehow you'll still end up booking one, because when you save on marketing, you pass it on. And in MSC's world, silence sells, loud and clear. 7. Loyalty. You just took your 5th MSC cruise. Where's your free upgrade? Your champagne welcome? Your balcony suite surprise? MSC's loyalty program isn't about spoiling regulars, it's about keeping costs low. Unlike competitors who hand out perks like candy, MSC plays it lean. You might get a fruit basket, early boarding, or a 5% discount. But forget about free cruises or penthouse upgrades. Why? Because loyalty perks cost money, and MSC isn't about giving money away. Their strategy? Focus on bringing in new travelers with irresistible base fares, not pampering return guests with pricey perks. It's a cold strategy, but a smart one. Fewer perks equals tighter margins equals cheaper tickets for everyone. 8. Taxes. Taxes don't exactly scream fun vacation, but they're MSC's secret weapon. Here's the deal. MSC is registered in Switzerland and flags its ships in places like Panama or Malta. That lets them dodge corporate income tax, reduce labor regulations, and skip VAT on sales made in international waters. It's called Flag of Convenience, and almost every cruise line uses it. But MSC plays it masterfully. No US taxes, no strict European labor laws, no customs complications on most onboard purchases. It's not illegal, it's smart accounting. Sure, some people side-eye the ethics, but for most travelers, that $290 cruise is worth the trade-off. The government might not get its share. But you get the savings. Cruise lines don't love explaining this part. Good thing MSC lets the price speak for itself. 9. Expansion. MSC isn't growing, it's exploding. They're launching ships faster than you can say buffet line, and that hyper-expansion means one thing: deep discounts. Why? Because when a new ship hits the water, it has to fill thousands of cabins. Fast. It's a volume play. Build more ships, offer more routes, flood the market with availability, then let supply drive demand. And if a new itinerary flops, no problem. MSC pulls back and tries something else. No ego, just adjustment. You're not getting cheap cruises by accident. You're riding a wave of calculated growth. So if you spot a new MSC route, book it, because expansion pricing never lasts. 10. Partnerships. Ever book a Mediterranean family getaway and suddenly find yourself sailing on MSC? That's no accident. MSC is the king of cruise bundling. They quietly partner with airlines, tour operators, and online agencies to offload cabins in bulk, often at prices you'll never see on their official site. These deals get tucked into vacation packages, loyalty redemptions, or group tours. Here's why it works. By letting third parties handle the discounting, MSC keeps its brand premium while still filling ships. No need to publicly slash prices or run fire sale campaigns that scream desperation. You'll book a cruise without even realizing it's an MSC fare, until your itinerary lands in your inbox. And the best part? You pay less, while they avoid the price war. It's a masterclass in volume selling without the noise. Behind the curtain, they're not just partnering, they're playing the long game. 12. Ports. You booked an Italian cruise, but why are you docking in some port you've never heard of? MSC's port strategy is one of its biggest money savers. While other cruise lines pay premium docking fees at high-demand locations, MSC plays it smart. They invest in lesser-known ports, or build their own terminals. Ocean Cay in the Bahamas? MSC owns it. No third-party fees, no rental contracts, just full control. In Europe, they'll dock near, not in popular cities, then bus passengers in. It sounds inconvenient, but those smaller ports mean huge savings on fees, fuel, and crowd management. It's financial efficiency masquerading as off the beaten path. The scenery's still stunning. The excursions still run, but behind the views is a very different bottom line. Cruise lines pay for prestige. MSC pays for practicality. You might miss the name drop, but your wallet won't. This port plan, it's the savings engine you never see. 13. Excursions. That $45 local walking tour you booked? MSC didn't lead it. They just took a cut. MSC's shore excursions are often contracted out, meaning they don't run the tours, they resell them, and they price them up. While your base cruise fare feels like a steal, excursions are where the profit rolls in. That $69 snorkeling trip? The vendor gets $30. The rest? Straight to MSC's margin, and they keep it quiet. You won't see many free shore activity promos, because excursions are designed to be a revenue machine. Want to outsmart them? Join cruise roll call groups and split a private van tour with other passengers. You'll get more, pay less, and MSC won't see a dime. Excursions feel optional, until you realize how limited your time ashore really is. That's where they get you. The cruise is cheap. The ports? That's where the real spending begins. 14. Drinks. The cruise fare looked affordable until you got thirsty. On MSC, even basic drinks, soda, coffee, outside meals, bottled water, come with a charge unless you've purchased a drink package. Unlike other lines that bake beverages into their pricing tiers, MSC strips it all out. It's the classic low-cost model, bait with the fare, upgrade on the floor. And once you're on board, that $80 drink package starts to look very reasonable after your third $5 soda. The cruise price stays low, and onboard sales quietly make up the difference. But there are hacks. Bring your own wine, usually 1 bottle per adult, pack a reusable filtered water bottle, and skip the overpriced mocktails. MSC didn't forget to include drinks, they just want you to pay more for them. The savings are real, if your willpower is too. 15. Strategy. Here's the real secret. MSC isn't just cutting costs. They're playing chess. Every cost-saving move, labor, ports, partnerships, ship design, is part of a bigger strategy. They've modeled themselves after Ryanair and EasyJet. Not luxury liners. That means volume over prestige, simplicity over spectacle, and profit from scale, not polish. Being privately owned means no shareholder pressure. They can think long-term, bet on growth, and sacrifice margin to gain market share. Their ships are huge, their systems tight, and their back-end logistics military-grade, thanks to their cargo shipping routes. MSC doesn't want every cruiser. They want the ones who want more vacation for less money. And if that's you, you're in luck. Because while other cruise lines are selling status, MSC is selling strategy, and you just bought in. So now you know exactly how MSC keeps those cruise fares rock bottom, and how they profit behind the scenes. Which one surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. Hit like if you learned something new, and subscribe for more insider travel tips. Until next time, smooth seas and smart cruising.